this edition of the Remington Park Update, 3 of the biggest races of the spring meeting run on closing night. Stay with us. Welcome to the RP Update. I'm Keith Stallbories. It's the richest race in Oklahoma horse racing, the $1.2 million Heritage Place Futurity, a Grade 1 event for 2-year-olds going 350 yards. MFS Cheerio was the top qualifier from the first day of time trials. He's trained by RP's all-time leading conditioner, Eddie Willis. With Justine Klaber in the saddle, MFS Cheerio broke on top and won by an astounding 2 3/4 lengths. The public's second choice in the Heritage Place final, MFS Cheerio once again had Justine Klaber aboard. Jason Olmstead was one of 2 trainers that had 3 runners in the Futurity. Prominent among his trio was Midnight Politics. Another decisive wire-to-wire trial winner, Midnight Politics was ridden by Edwin Escobedo in both the trial and final. The second trainer with 3 qualifiers was Waylon Melton. His standout was San Lencho, who posted the fastest time on the second day of trials. Jockey Juan Polito had the return call on San Lencho, the post-time favorite in the Heritage Place Futurity.
They're off in the Heritage Place Futurity. Slow start for MFS Cheerio. Quick start outside for San Lencho. Also right there, Midnight Politics from the rail moving on. Here comes Deep Blue. San Lencho with a slide edge. Deep Blue at the rail. In between Midnight Politics powering on. ABC's Corazon is trying to run on 4th. San Lencho to the far outside. Gets up in the Heritage Place Futurity.
By 3/4 of a length, San Lencho takes the $1.2 million Heritage Place Futurity for owner and breeder Rogelio Marquez Jr. Jockey Juan Polito has been impressed with the 2-year-old since they first met early this year.
Since February, when we worked him, I really love him. I knew he got a lot of talent. And then we came here in the first time at night, under the nights. He didn't run how he should, but he still got the win by nose. And the trials, he was more confidence with the track and everything. He's where he gave me what his talent he has. And tonight, he repeated again.
In the Futurity final, Polito admits he was just along for the ride.
He did everything for me. I just hang up in there. He took me to the wire. He left with the gates, pretty awesome. And then the distance, I think, is not a problem for him. So I just let him do his thing. And thanks God, I was part of his team.
San Lencho now has a record of 3 wins from 3 starts and $526,000 in earnings. The colt is a Texas-bred son of Apolitical Jess and Dashing Under a Full Moon by He's a Fast Dash. Running second was Deep Blue. Midnight Politics was third. 17.336 seconds the final time, a 99 speed index for San Lencho, winner of the 2023 Heritage Place Futurity. Remington Park Update is sponsored by Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing Association, official representative of Paint, Appaloosa, and Quarter Horse Racing in the Sooner State. Also on the June 3rd card at Remington Park, the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum Stakes, featuring older paints and Appaloosas at 440 yards. Already a 2-time stakes winner this meet, number 3, Live Wires Turnpike, was the heavy post-time favorite.
They're off in the National Cowboy Western Heritage Museum Stakes. Hold my beer with a great start. Live Wires Turnpike trying to find those gears to move along, and now starting to pick things up toward the outside. Coming on is RP Reckless Wire. Here's Live Wires Turnpike reaching out for more. A battle on the hands outside. RP Reckless Wire not following his script, but Live Wires Turnpike finally pours it on at the end, and Live Wires Turnpike rolls to another easy win, scoring by more than 2 in the National Cowboy Western Heritage Museum Stakes.
Now with 3 stakes wins this year, Live Wires Turnpike victorious in the National Cowboy and Western Heritage Museum Stakes. Owned by Brian Hawk, the 3-year-old gelding is trained by Matt Whitekiller. Francisco Calderon, the winning jockey. Livewire's Turnpike is a son of CRM Livewire and the PYC Paint Your Wagon mare, Wagon on Turnpike. He was bred in Oklahoma by Nolan Peavyhouse. Livewire's Turnpike stopped the timer at 17.45 seconds, good for a 96 SI.
Oklahoma Quarter Horse Racing Association encourages the breeding and ownership of Oklahoma-bred horses, promotes and protects racing opportunities in the state, and represents our members' interest at the state capitol. Learn more at oqhra.com.
Seasoned and accomplished veterans went postward on closing night in the Grade 1 Debbie Schoff Remington Park Championship at the classic distance of 440 yards. The last two editions of the race were won by the AQHA World Champion, Danger. A strong group was assembled this year, including Danger, seeking a three-peat. Number 4 in the Debbie Schoff was Delight Us All from the Cody Knoll training stable. Remington Park suits him as he's won 3 of 5 starts here. His biggest credentials are second-place finishes in both the All-American Derby and the Texas Classic Derby. The son of Corona Cartel teamed with jockey Raul Valenzuela in the Debbie Schoff. Nothing Like You is a multiple Grade 3 winner and a standout at Prairie Meadows, where he won the Grade 3 Valley Junction Futurity. And that track's Adequan Derby Challenge, after which he won the Derby Challenge Championship at Indiana. His last 3 races, all at Remington Park, were second-place finishes, one of those to Danger in the Grade 1 Leo. Jockey Stormy Smith had the call from trainer John Hammis. Head Patron won this year's running of the Grade 2 Eastex at Remington Park. He's also a winner of 3 added money events at Indianapolis. Head Patron was ridden by Juan Polito in the Debbie Schoff. Hailing from the Eddie Lee Willis training stable is a Trace of Eagle, who won 2 graded events at Remington this spring, the Mr. Jetmore and the D. Raper Sooner State Stakes. Both races restricted to Oklahoma breds. Leading the field for the Debbie Schoff Championship was the 2021 AQHA World Champion and winner of the last 2 editions of the race, Danger. He was coming off a victory in the Grade 1 Leo Stakes on May 6th at Remington. Consequently, the prevailing opinion was that the Debbie Schoff Championship was his to lose. But like all other elite professional athletes, for Danger, losing was not an option.
They're off in the Debbie Schoff Remington Park Championship. Clean start for Danger on the outside. Nothing Like You away beautifully. Has the early advantage from the inside. Applicable drifting out. Now gives up the lead to Nothing Like You. Danger now on the outside. Motors to the front. Danger taking over up by length. Nothing Like You doesn't have an answer. A Trace of Eagle now starts to move inside but has too much to do. It's all Danger all the time for the 3rd straight year in the championship.
Owned by the partnership of Dean Fry, Downtime Enterprises, and Billy G. Smith, Danger had 2 lengths on his closest rival as he crossed the finish line in 21.15 seconds, earning a 108 speed index. Nothing Like You ran second. A Trace of Eagle was third. Bred in Oklahoma by his trainer Dean Fry, Danger's a son of FDD Dynasty and the Takeoff Jess mare, She's Just Toxic. For jockey Francisco Calderon, there aren't enough words to describe Danger and his amazing talent as an equine athlete.
Dream come true, he's an incredible horse. I'm just really blessed to get the opportunity to ride him and to ride such a great horse like him, thank God and Dean and Danger.
Danger went 2 for 2 in Remington's biggest races for older horses. So what may be next and beyond for the world champion? Luckily, there are options.
Well, they've got a championship race in Arapahoe that I guess is a consideration. Try to get him qualified for the big challenge championship. But still early. We'll see what happens this summer. We're taking him to Ruidoso. And there's all these All-American Gold Cup and the championship at Albuquerque, and see what else the road leads us down.
Of course, we'll keep an eye on danger throughout the year on Raceview Network's flagship series, The Wrap-Up. That's it for this installment of the Remington Park Update. Thanks for showing up. We're glad you did. I'm Keith Stallboris for Raceview Network.